Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel. Or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. I'm sorry I sound a little upset. I just lost a very good friend today and I'm really sad. So I thought I would just do a YouTube video to make myself feel better about losing my friend. So today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 things you should never do when camping. And I apologize if I pause the video in between. I'm a little emotional at the moment right now because of what just happened. So I'm going to go over the things that are not a good idea to do while you're camping. And these are things that you need to be mindful of while you're camping. So I'm going to get started and hopefully you learn some good camping etiquette from this video. So number one on my list would have to be let your dog off leash onto other people's campsites. So this is something you never want to do because there are some people who are afraid of dogs, or if your dog may not be friendly with other dogs or people. That's not really a good thing because you can definitely scare other people with those kinds of things. And it's just never a good thing to let your dog off leash while you're camping. I mean, if your dog wanders off, you should make sure you keep it on leash. So I definitely had to do that with my dog Pearl. Some of you guys, if you're longtime subscribers, you might know who Pearl was. Pearl was my Boston Terrier. She sadly had to be put to sleep in 2015. So we had to put her on leash all the time whenever we went camping. And I have a story also about how one time I was camping and these people were rudely letting their dog off leash and their dog wasn't friendly, which I'll link down below if you didn't see. And that's also kind of dangerous because you don't want your dog to run to attack other people if it's not friendly. And you don't want your dog to get hit by a car either, because some people may drive reckless. Not that I'm saying all people do it, but just be mindful. Number 2 on my list would have to be leave food out. Sorry. You never want to leave food out while camping just because it could attract bears, it could attract animals, and it's not a good thing to just leave food out while because it could just literally be dangerous, because what if you have something sticky? It could attract bees, or it could just really attract bears and other dangerous animals. So that's not a good thing, and also some of the animals may not be able to eat the food. Number 3 on my list would have to be leave important stuff out, like your wallet or cell phone. So you never want to leave your wallet or your cell phone out, because that could get stolen, and you don't want people to have a hold of your money or your personal information that is on your cell phone. Number 4 on my list would have to be loud. So you never want to be loud at a campsite. I mean, it's okay if you're having fun, but you don't want to be loud super late at night because there are people sleeping at the campsites, and other people don't want to hear you be loud. Number 5 on my list would have to be litter. So you never want to litter at a campsite because littering is a really bad thing and it'll get animals sick. It's dangerous for animals. It's dangerous for people, and it's not a good thing to litter at a campsite at all. All because somebody could really get hurt, whether it's broken glass or anything dangerous. Number 6 on my list would have to be, go to the bathroom at night, by yourself. So you never want to go to the bathroom at night by yourself, just because you may not know where you're going, or you may not be able to find your way back to the campsite. The best thing you can do is take a lantern with you so you can see what you're doing and where you're going, because sometimes when you're camping, it gets very dark at night and it gets so hard to see. So you should always take a lamp or a flashlight with you. And then if you're not old enough to go to the bathroom by yourself at night, you may want to wake your parent up or somebody to go with you, so then you can be safe. You never go off to the bathroom all by yourself. Number 7 on my list would have to be pet wild animals. So I'm sure you guys all know this. You never want to pet wild animals at a campsite, just because wild animals are very dangerous, and also they may not want to be petted, and it's not a good idea to go up and touch wild animals because they may hurt you. Number 8 on my list would have to be let your kids wander off. So you never want to let your kids wander off when you're because that's dangerous, because if they're really little, they could either get hurt, they could probably get lost or scared, and it's never a good thing to not watch your kids when camping, because your kids could end up in danger, or they may not know where to go or what to do if they get lost. So you should always watch your kids when camping, especially if they're really little. Number 9 on my list. Number 9 on my list would have to be let your kids swim when you're not there. So you never want to let your kids swim when you're not. I'm so sorry. So you never want to let your kids swim when you're not around, because that's not a very safe thing to do. And what if your kids drown? You should always make sure your kids don't go in the water when you're not there, because you don't want other people to be responsible for them if they drown. And it's not a good idea just to let them go swimming by themselves in case they can't swim too well. It's so dangerous. So you should always, if your kids are at a very young age, like say 5 or 8, please make sure they don't go in the water when you're not there. That's a rule my mom had for when my brother, sister, and I were all kids. So it literally is a safety rule, because you don't want your kids to drown just in case they can't swim. Number 10 on my list would have to be walk through other people's campsites. So you never want to walk through other people's campsites. That's really rude. And some people may not have dogs that are safe around other people. And it's just not a good idea to walk through other people's campsite, because some people may not like that, and there are people that are not very nice about it, and also some people may not have dogs that are kid friendly in case you're a kid or something. So you should always make sure you walk around people's campsites and not through. Even if it's in your way to get back to your campsite, you should always make sure you walk around people's campsites. It's not a good idea. You had to just go straight through that, because some people may find that disrespectful. Okay, so those are my top 10 things you should never do when camping. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.